tonight's deep dive, our main header is Nobody 2021, starring Bob Odenkirk, who I know from Better Call Saul, and then before that, Breaking Bad. And so I know him as a funny guy, and I also saw him display some serious talent for some more serious tone and a more dramatic performance. In this film, Nobody, he is the perfect American suburbia dad phenotype. Okay, with the stash and the fit and the hairline and everything. This man is a dad's dad. But that's not the demographic though that I'm aiming at for this episode. Honestly, you could plaster Nobody 2021 over, you know, only dads or millennial men or, younger guys, Zoomer men, even younger than that, alpha boys. Yeah, sure. Nope. This one, I believe, is extremely personal. It really comes down to the individual man. And what better fellow to use than you, brother? My usual disclaimer, I highly recommend you do watch Nobody in 2021, starring Bob Odenkirk first, and then that way, there won't be, because there may be spoilers up ahead, and no matter what spoiler I could drop, none of that will ruin anything for you. That's the best way. That is the best way for you to enjoy this podcast. But no worries if you want to just full send it with me. Either way, we vibe. Hutch is the main character. Is the character Bob is playing, and Hutch has it all. I really want to stress that first because my immediate connection is how you're doing right now in life. But before we get into that, before we get into your own personal daily experiences of, like, what's up with you, man? Yes, you, whoever you are behind, well, I guess for me, you're trapped inside my camera. Yes, you. Hutch, right off the bat, this is, okay, full transparency. I'm not a dad. I don't have kids. Okay. I'm not a homeowner. What else? Okay, I think that actually might be about it. Everything else is quite similar. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm aiming for what Hutch already possesses. You know, right out the gate, because the opening scenes of this film is a montage of his life. And before we really, dissect it and break it down with more detail, I just want to know, brother, what is missing? Remember, I said that Hutch he's got it all. Do you agree with me? And so that's why, wifey, check. Kids, check. His kids, they're not even babies. His kids are grown. Eldest, college bound, youngest, elementary school. He's been a dad for years. Very nice house. Okay, we especially by the time the robbery scene has ended, we have gotten a full tour. Okay, that I was like, I think I'm getting older. I was like, this is a dope kitchen. This is just like, what I'm saying, like it just, it's spacious, and right, the what was it, the granite and the color scheme. It's good. It's good stuff. And his whole house is like this. This is this ain't middle. I mean, that's my humble opinion. This is like upper class, So he's doing well. And how does he do so well? Hutch crunches spreadsheets. Oh God. I've seen, yeah. If you know the show, and you know me, well, if you don't, you'll find out very soon. Yeah, I'm a big movie buff. Okay, I'm also a massive weeb, and above all, I am an extremely big fan of the Lord God. Yes, Yahweh Himself. That's and there you have, this talk show. So I I don't know about you. I saw him putting the numbers in Excel, and I just like got this massive shudder. Okay, shiver down my spine because you're picturing. Give me a second. What was that show? That dystopian workplace office space show. It was really good. I left off somewhere in season 2 though. I think you know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the freaking name right now. It was really like when it came out like last year, it was like it was popping. I'm not going to look it up. It's fine. It just made me think of Neo in the Matrix, and specifically Matrix 1 when we see that his day job is in the cubicle. Click, 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 click. Okay. Shout out. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I see you. I see you, all my 9 to 5 kings. Okay. I see you. I see you, all my, you know what I'm saying? Office drip kings. Is that you? That's definitely not me. I am far from being in an office for a living. But that is what the Excel spreadsheet captures. Routine, brother. It's just I know exactly what I need to do. I want to log in. I'm going to sit down in this office chair. I'm going to turn this computer on. And it's just spreadsheet box after spreadsheet box after spreadsheet box. Make sure this number's right. Make sure this number's right. Make sure this number's right. Excuse me. That, and how can he complain though? Because this is what he does in order to sustain. Hey, by the way, it's 2026. How realistic is that? Is that real? For real? I know nothing about high high end paying office jobs. I guess it depends on the position and what the job description entails. Fair enough, but that's all we saw of what he does, and it screamed. Did you get this? I don't know if this is what the director was going for, but it pierced me with monotony. He doesn't want to be there. He definitely doesn't want to be crunching those numbers on the freaking Excel spreadsheet, but he does. Like clockwork, right? Day in and day out, week in and week out, besides days off. That's his life. And that's it. That's actually it. What a king though. Okay? He's a man of fitness. Love to see it. That Hey, come on now. Physical activity, movement, and exercise, that's essential. That's I'm gonna, what I'm saying? Hey, this is a lot of this stuff is male self-improvement. I'm gonna tout this forever. That is a non-negotiable. Okay, come on, facts, bro. You definitely need to move, and ideally lift, brother, lift. I highly recommend lifting, especially hypertrophy. Come on, let's go, bro. And he's doing calisthenics. I dabbled a little bit in calisthenics before I got into hypertrophy. And for me, it's just been, what I'm saying, free weights, hypertrophy for years now. And Hutch is doing like freaking fingertip pull-ups when he's waiting for actually no, he drives, doesn't he? Oh, so I think it's just he's a jogger, and right, he's jogging around his neighborhood and he passes by the bus stop, and that's where he chooses to do these pull-ups. I think I hit it all. In the same way I asked you earlier, does Hutch have it all? Well, from what we saw and what I just described, that is his entire life. Okay, this is where it really begins to connect to you and I. Bro, I don't know if you live like that. I don't live like that. But of course, as all men do, we work, we do something to keep sane when we have time off, and then we rinse and repeat that. That's just the model that we're working with so far. What is this? Modern life, you know? I like to say 21st century male existence. This is your average present day modern male human experience, you know? I mean, can it be said the majority is this experience is being lived by single American men? So is there a loneliness aspect there? Sure. But probably. I believe from the data and the actual statistics, it's absolutely there and it's rising. So that that you can absolutely say that. But the character of Hutch, he's living his through a uh, coexistence, you know, companionship experience because he has his wife and they've been together for quite a while, at least as long as their kids are old. This is what I mean. I am not alone. I know this for a fact. It's quite obvious. Many men are actively pursuing, attempting, and seeking how Hutch is living right off the bat. We're really not even past opening scene yet in this film. I don't know if your life is very similar to Hutch's, or you're like me, and you're after it. You're after it, bro. Whatever it is that you do to try to be better, to try to succeed, to try to make it work, to try to pull it off, because that this opening montage, bro, is it's not necessary. It can be the American dream. The American dream is, oh my god. Uh I don't know if you've heard, but it seems as though the American dream has become very controversial. I, look, okay, well, I'll go first. I'm about to join the controversy. I believe in it. I do. I do believe in it. Do I acknowledge it may be a tad more difficult than it used to be? Yes, I absolutely do. But I mean, controversial. Some people don't believe in it anymore. Some people say it's dead. Right? There was a famous comedian who said that's why they call it a dream because you got to be asleep to believe it, or whenever. Look, hey, little pessimistic though. Okay, little cynical. And I'm a what am I? What am I? I'm a recovering cynist. So try to keep it positive. He has already succeeded in accomplishing that. Whether you This is where it starts to get kind of crazy though, bro. Because whether you've already had it or you are chasing it, that does not necessarily equate to your best life. Okay, more specific, that does not necessarily equate to a satisfying life that you look forward to. That's a big difference. Okay, not this is like really not crazy deep at all, bro. I'm really just trying to capture this idea of a reality you want to live. I am down for tomorrow. I'm down to wake up. I'm down to do what I know I need to for the rest of the day. Okay. That's way more specific. Now you have a better idea of how is it going for you right now. Is your life like that? If it is, that is freaking amazing. I mean, you might be sitting on some gold. I'm serious too. If you are a guy that is doing exactly that, every single day is just this is my life, and I'm so with it. Okay, I am about my business. Okay. And I'm not even talking about making money. It's just you really do want to continue doing the best of you. That's the goal. That This is actually what I believe the film Nobody accomplishes extremely well. It's to show you and I the contrast between a life that you want to live and a life that you're just living. The difference is in one version, brother, it matters to you. I cannot stress that enough. It you you care. This is, I mean, I don't mean to sound redundant, but when we're talking about something that is meaningful, especially as grand and as essential and important and right, all encompassing and universal as life, then that absolutely should be really any human being's goal. That life itself, your life, is as meaningful as possible. But why would you want it to be like that? Okay, because if not, if you don't want it to be like that, what you would have to make peace with, what you would have to find a way to enjoy this enjoyment may very well be impossible. But that's just me. That's my own take. Okay, okay. Once again, as I mentioned when we kick things off tonight, this is extremely personal because it literally comes down to you. It comes down to the specific individual man that would listen to a conversation like this. For Hutch, he's dying. The, the contrast is immediately vivid because what is he, brother? What is he doing? He's on autopilot. I, this is coming from a man that was on autopilot for decades. Oh, I know the game of going through the motions. Survivability can really be like that. Okay? You are making ends meet. And that's a wonderful blessing. But that's really it. Okay? This is just enough where bills are paid, rent is paid, utilities are paid, right? Gas is paid, groceries are paid, cell phone is paid, internet is paid. That's why you keep showing up. That is the basic necessities, the essentials of modern survivability right there. Excuse me. And depending on what you do for a living, you're going to get a certain amount of time back. It is with that time that you do whatever it is you'd like, legally, of course. Okay? Not harming yourself, not harming anybody else. But right, that kind of leaves you with the rest of life after fulfilling those two conditions. For Hutch, I mean, the montage does not really include a day off, but it's easy to fill in the blanks. I mean, what I'm saying, he's he right trying to be there for his kids, and he's a good husband. He's there for his wife, and other than that, yeah, it's kind of just work, 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 and right, can continue living. It's this radical transition where we learn who Hutch really is. Why, brother? Why did I say who Hutch really is? Is this, you know what I mean? Because is this not him? Oh, is Hutch not? Is Hutch a fake dad? Is Hutch a fake, really good Excel spreadsheet employee? Is Hutch a, you know what I'm saying? No, not like that. This version of Hutch is when he feels most vibrant. I want to dial this in further though, because this may very well be the main highlight of tonight's entire episode. It's kind of the whole point for me. It's the whole point of Nobody. Nothing matters. Time, response. It's okay. I was going to say time, responsibilities, but that's actually kind of irresponsible though. So I'm not condoning that. Like I'm not so sure the answer is for men to throw everything out the window just to feel alive. That's not what I'm saying. But I do want to get specific though, because we have to see. I mean, we do. We get to. That's why this film is great. You know, it's a really good one. Okay, but it's not. It's not just an action thriller. This is for me. This is where it goes deep. I'm talking about nothing matters because you are just so brother, listen, you're so perfectly in sync with what you know you want to do. You are so closely attuned to uh, like you in your most authentic, okay? No need to front, no need to pose, no need to act, no need to pretend, no need to mask. It's you are effortlessly you. All right, al natural. All right, uh, flow state. Flow state is one way to look at this. Okay, that's actually a good example. I'm gonna pull that in real quick because what happens during flow state? I'm sure you already know. You are most likely familiar, but hold that. This is why I'm continuing to say nothing matters. Pain, time, specifically time is, oh, how long am I going to be alive? When am I going to die? How long is this going to last? How long can I keep this up? How many times will I be able to do this? Okay? Like what is all of that? All of that is time span. All of that is duration. Doesn't matter because you don't feel it. You don't feel it because you're not thinking about it, nor do you care. You are just too preoccupied with embodying the truest version of yourself. I'm going to bring in one of the best quotes of all time I've ever heard from one of my favorite human beings of all time, because I just thought of it and I believe it will seal this point before we move on. I know you know Bruce Lee. Okay, everybody, the world knows Bruce Lee. He took it there. And so you actually might already be familiar with this quote as well. You might be ahead of me on this one. But Bruce, okay, the late, great Mr. Lee said something along the lines of expression. Have you heard this one before? To express oneself honestly, not lying to yourself. That's what I mean. So I actually think, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe in that interview, Bruce actually went on to say, and that's not easy though. That's actually it's hard. It is a challenging endeavor to, in this lifetime, figure out how you're going to do that. Brother, this is maximum. This is ultimate. This is as true as humanly possible for you. Okay, this, I don't want you to think, oh, this is me trying, or this is just working hard, or what I'm saying, brother. I believe, okay, the the parameters with the parameters that we are inside of right now is the fullest extent of your most authentic and most truthful and most honest expression of who you are. Okay, there we go. And that I think that I think that's more than enough to really, clear up what I'm saying. When you're doing that, brother, I'll like you tell me. Okay, no, seriously, feel free to comment down below. I'm super curious. How would you be able to explain to me that anything else matters? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure you'd be able to in that moment. Yeah, before, sure. After, definitely. But while you are doing it, while it is happening, okay, when we're watching Hutch, when he's living it, something about existence, something about your entire reality, it momentarily vanishes. This is where we're trying to hit. This, okay, without redundancy or further explanation, this is almost the missing piece. Because in the 21st century, in this great digital era, as we are now, okay, smack dab, well, actually, we're actually more than halfway in the year 2026. Brother, the future is right now. Okay, forgive me. You know what I'm saying? That's a little corny, but I say it because I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like in the future, we're gonna, brother. No, this is it. We're definitely. Come on, man. The freaking AI robo waifus. We are in big trouble because like single men is not is it's not looking good. Okay, like you know what I'm saying? Like I because of dad, because of God. Of course, I'm gonna be a man that's like no, keep it to all right humans, keep it to human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like the ladies, they're here and they're dolled up. They're looking super dope, and we really should try and walk over to them and be like, can I get you something?" Okay, because oh my god, these robots are becoming more and more lifelike. All right, from one man to another. I think a whole bunch of our fellow kings are already dropping their pre-orders, dude. It's not looking good. So no one's gonna be able to tell me this isn't already the future. This is freaking crazy. But when you have such a convenient, technologically advanced, all of these, all of these modern marvels, everything is so instantaneous, bro. My internet is 5G. Do you have 5G? Okay. I can't remember the last time anything buffered. Click, click, boom. You know, I mean, even transportation. Yeah, sure. Transportation could be faster, could be improved. But when you really look at how we used to get around to how we get around now, okay, it's pretty wild. It's pretty freaking crazy. We're on the verge of of public ownership of machinery that will steer and drive itself. Talk about controversial. Talk about freaking controversial. What? I didn't tell you to go here. Where are we going? And it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? The government issued order. You must now go and uh, let me not take, you know what I'm saying? We just freaking um, blindside this episode right now with a, improv dystopian robo takeover scene. Look, I digress. Brother, the future is now. And when everything is this instant gratification, instant cart checkout, instant purchase, you know what I'm saying? Instant content, your feed, instant. It's just so fast. Okay. It's just like, oh wow, what like why do I even need to get up out of my chair? And I'm not playing right now. These are dead serious questions. Why leave my room? Why go outside? Brother, why give anything of myself? Why would I ever dedicate myself to an ideal, to a goal, to an objective, to a purpose? Why would I ever strive towards something that is greater than me, that's bigger than me? Because it's about others, them. this achievement that is for the collective and from far from just the individual. Hutch is a gifted assassin. If if you haven't seen Nobody Yet and you just, wanted to check out this episode, that's fine. But if you've already seen the film, you know exactly what I mean. This he's John Wick, but he's like our dad as John Wick, because you know what I mean. It's very difficult. It's far fetched. It's more James Bondy, the way Keanu Reeves did the character John Wick. Come on, okay, with his facial hair with the beard and the sunglasses and the tuxedo drip. That is very, like cool. Oh, crisp, classy. Okay. Uh okay, you're right. Like this sense of super bad but elite. Okay. Uh, if I could drop one more, just, you know what I'm saying, just like this cold, shadowy master of, the art of death. Yeah, it's actually pretty edgy. Okay, if you know, you know. It is. It actually is extremely edgy. I'm an edge lord though, so that's probably why I freaking love all the John Wicks. Hutch is like that too. Okay, but he's retired. This is like the old him. Now, for him, maybe. What I'm saying is that actually is his most authentic self. Whoa. Okay. Massive disclaimer. I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I need to be more responsible. Okay. When dropping points like this, that is not the answer. I need to make that abundantly clear. Do not freaking clip this out of context. Don't do that to me, bro. For real. I am not saying the answer is, hey, look. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. If you want to do it properly, there is a way to do it properly. Apply to special forces. Okay, fight the good fight, brother. All right. I don't know. Like I hear that, our boys, American forces in this, they be doing some crazy stuff. Okay, some like absolutely, I don't know, like they're involved in coup d'états and you know what I mean? Like any kind of land, air, sea operation. Okay. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. It's a lot of freaking skydiving and like, you know what I'm saying? Shooting perfect shots out of a freaking M16, okay, that burst fire while you are free falling. That's probably that might be just the video game dramatization, but I wouldn't be surprised if you really want to, if you really freaking want to. Okay, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea how long this episode will stay on the internet. So lo and behold, like some guy watches this and it's just like, God dang it, that actually might be the most authentic me. I was always supposed to be a SEAL. Okay, all right, sure, but that I can't think of any other way. Like that has to be like the only legal proper way. Other than that, brother, we're talking about murder. We're talking about, okay, hurting other people. Do not do that. That is not going to bring you meaning and purpose in your life. But this character, fictional character. Oh, thank Father. Fictional. You imagine the freaking, okay, the middle-aged suburban dad living next to you in your neighborhood. This is his real 9 to 5. Oh Lord, bro. But Hutch is he's nasty. He's so gifted. It's crazy. And because, well, I mean, it's where he comes from. It's what he did for a living. It was most of his life. I mean, it seems generationally passed down because his dad, the grandpops in this film, who gets a decent amount of showtime, especially in the final fight, sequence. That was dope. So this is I don't know. I don't know if it's because they don't go that deep. We don't know if this is, a bloodline thing. You know what I'm saying? Your dad and then my. I mean I'm your dad, and then my dad, and then my dad's dad, and then it just keeps going. They were all special forces assassins, possibly, but as far as we know, it's Hutch and his dad. So yeah, this is a family thing. You know, my pops did this, and I followed in his footsteps. But on top of that, it is obviously a ton of discipline. I mean, lifelong dedication, practice. Oh, most likely ruthless and rigorous training in order to create the human weapon that Hutch has to hide. He's got to he's got to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? Retire the jersey. Okay? Holster it, sheath it, put it away. And there's something about doing that that is killing him. Because what I caught, what was the most vivid for me, as we were just watching Hutch live in proper montage fashion his life, is how expressively, how obviously unhappy he is. And that really hurts. That is not okay. No, no, not because I said so. not because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I disagree with this part of the universe. And so, you know what I'm saying, I need you and anyone else who would watch this to believe me. No, it's not like that. I'm just saying it's not okay because, brother, that whether it's you or me or Hutch, that's just a miserable life to live, dude. Any human being, for I believe, for all time, and anybody who's ever already lived, living now, and will ever live, is gonna understand that one. Misery is just not fun. It's just really. I mean, it comes in all different shapes and sizes, all sorts of ways and shapes and forms. And I think maybe the most painful aspect of misery is how uncontrollable it can arrive or even just seem to be as it continues to happen to you. So, what is a man to do? I mean, well, I think that's what it's all about. But it all comes down to what you're willing to do. What Hutch gives us in this film, Nobody, is he tried to separate it. It seems to be his fatal mistake. This is it's a great kind of, is it a plot twist or plot device? Either or. I really dug it. I thought it was well done by the director, or maybe this is more of the screenwriter or whatever. But you remember the trigger to the chain of, when this movie really ramps up and and now it's firing on all cylinders. Now Nobody is like really underway. What does that all start with? It starts with his love for his daughter. Isn't that, right? Because I'm sure you caught it too. That's actually the catalyst event to this extremely bloody sequence for the rest of the movie. Because it's like, hey, you tried to steal my money, all right, okay, you freaking broke in, and you, right, my family's lives are in danger, and you're freaking scaring the crap out of my kids. It's pretty traumatizing. That is a very, what, in-house robbery, like, especially as a young kid, very traumatizing event. And what else? And you freaking broke, saying, broke my door, and like, right, property damage, and the list goes on. What Hutch could not let go was, you had to take the one thing my little girl loves. That's her bracelet. She loves that bracelet. Now you done did it. Now I have to hunt you down. Now I have to find you. It's actually have you ever seen I mean this film was so popular it got memed, so you probably know, but Liam Neeson, Taken, I will find you, and I have a very special set of skills, like same vibes, same vibes. Something about being a dad. I I I wouldn't be able to know myself, but you're right. As men, it's like I'm pretty sure I get it. I'm pretty sure I get it, dude. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the princess, right? It's just not non-negotiable. Got to go get it back. And the realization is she didn't lose it. It was misplaced. They didn't actually take it. It was inside that. It was under the couch, right, or something like that, all along. So what happened? Hutch realizes, my God, I really actually might have just been looking for an excuse to get back in touch with who, with a man's most true and authentic version of himself. It's he's called. It's almost addictive in this way. I I just want to be careful because I am specifically describing the events and the character of this film. So I got you. In terms of application for, you know what I'm saying, our reality, it's not that, you know, oh, I feel called to enact like Batman vengeance of the night violence on unsuspecting drunk, excuse me, Russian mafiosos. No, but the connection between how you have to live. Okay, have to, brother. Yes, have to. You don't actually have a choice for this. You got to give it up. You got to give it up. Hutch does this brilliantly. Is he cheating? Is he out there drinking his paycheck away? Is he, you know what I'm saying? Is he out there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, gambling his kids' college tuitions, right? For, I don't know, the big hit, the big jackpot. You know, is he, is he, is he skimming the spreadsheets? I don't really know how that works. I'm just trying to make the point. Is he, just being a douchebag? No, not even close. No, he's loving and loyal to his wife. Oh, he's there for his kids. He's home. He helps make breakfast. He takes out the trash. Kind of, I mean, hilariously, you know what I'm saying? Uh, not quite on the mark. So if he, I don't know if he just got up a little bit earlier, but I'm not a freaking, I am not a nat. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to like convert myself. I am not a natural early bird, so I feel that pain. But in terms of like the checklist of what a man must do, non like these are the responsibilities of life. You have them too, bro. You do them as well, whether you know it or not. I do too. Hey, look, the older you are, the longer you have been most likely doing just, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, basic responsibilities as an individual man to survive in a modern, modern day America, first world capitalist society like we have right now. So, you know, I don't know, picking up kids from school or whatever, like probably, sports extracurriculars and like helping them with that, right? The bills, his job, the mortgage, you know what I'm saying? Right. Trying to make the marriage work. He is there for, the wifey and whatnot. And yeah, that's what he has to do. And this it's it's second nature to him. In that montage, does it look like Hutch is really, you know what I'm saying, lasered? You know, like he's like super, super concentrated. He's like really thinking about it. No, hey, nah, man. To me, he looks like he's been doing something that he knows like the back of his hand because he's been doing it for so freaking long in the same exact way. In this, in an agonizingly similar way. It's because it's it's nothing but this sequence, you know. What was it? What was it? Wake, right? Coffee, you know what I'm saying? Jog, pull-ups, you know, and the wifey's you know, which is awesome. Which is actually just that's just awesome. But she's so successful. Her headshot is on the bus stand. He's doing pull-ups on. And I don't. Hey, did you catch that as well? Did you catch that part where Hutch was like, looking at his wife being advertised because you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's just I don't know, um um good marketing, right? For whatever she does in life. I do not believe that Hutch was hating on his wifey, that he was even jealous or anything like that. To me, it was kind of Hutch was just kind of like, you know, she is really she's really doing what she really wants to do. And when he thinks about that, it automatically poses the painful question right back to himself like a mirror. What am I doing? What am I doing? Isn't that kind of crazy? I say crazy because, I mean, what he has and how he's living is what most guys are chasing, especially younger guys. That's the vision. What? That's it. That's actually no. Seriously, that's it right there. It's the nuclear family unit, and it's the financial comfort in security to support all of that. And then you know what I'm saying, as many kids as possible. That is biblical. Literally, Dad says, you know, be fruitful and multiply. For me, that's Pop saying, yeah, what the have as many kids as possible. Let's go, dope. And we meet Hutch after all of that. What's missing, brother? What's going on here? Hutch, or you, or me? Why is a man so miserable? What returned to Hutch, what we saw was, oh my God, the hands, the precision, the accuracy, his tactics were still on point. He just he because he understood how these situations work, because he's just, you know, like 1% of his field. This guy is like an elite, legendary, you know, top tier special forces assassin. Okay. So when, this is actually one of my favorite scenes, because remember when the I don't even remember, I forgive me, I don't remember their names, but you know, the Russian mafia boss, you know what I'm saying, like the super super mean guy. Okay, he was like, okay, oh, my little brother, oh, okay, okay, so you're really messing with me and mine and my family. Okay, okay, I got you. And so he sent like an elite hit squad. You saw it. They were in formation. Okay, okay, like this is what is this? What is this? Nighttime, right? Tactical battle gear. Okay, brother, did you not see the way when they entered the house, how they started to sweep? I was like, oh, these guys are not, you know, amateur crooks. Okay, these are all killers, and there's a lot of them. What did Hutch do? It was, brother. This is why I'm talking about. This is why I said gift. This is why I said talent. This is why I said the truest form of a man. For you and me, that's a horrifying situation, right? That's like, oh my God. A, I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. B, I'm gonna have to full send. Okay, here we go. How do I freaking do this? Hutch was in a playground. This that, that's Hutch in his element. This is what Hutch lives for. This is when Hutch is doing his thing. However you personally would like to, what I'm saying, look at this. Born to do it, trained to do it, loves to do it. Look, that that's the real Hutch. But the way that the story of Nobody is crafted, there's no possible way, bro, that the civilian suburbia, you know, middle-aged, right, upper class American dad, how is that gonna coexist with you know what I mean? Um, how should I say? Uh, Dad John Wick, you know. Okay. Uh freaking New Balance wearing, shirt tucked in, hairline receding John Wick. How does that mix? I mean, I get, I'm saying, that's kind of the movie. It's like it gives you a reason to watch. I mean, they clearly do not. It's just what is being shown here that I really do believe this would greatly assist any guy that is struggling with satisfaction in life, that is not debauchery, depravity, or decay. It doesn't require him to simply feed, kind of base carnal pleasures. It doesn't have to be about something that's dopaminergic. Just I need that dopamine hit. You know, it doesn't have to be instant gratification. Okay, it doesn't have to be something sleazy. I mean, our society has plenty of outlets where if a man is so inclined, he absolutely can go to a specific destination to sate a particular desire. I don't think that's the answer, though. I think that can absolutely lead to way bigger problems, way worse cans of worms. What I mean, of dependency and addiction, and what I'm saying, like just this is nothing a man should get up to, because what I'm saying, uh, most likely it's probably setting a bad example for his kids. It's something he would have to hide from his wife. That's just no good. What is way more practical and much more accessible, but at the very same time, probably the most difficult as well, is Hutch. Hutch arrives to an understanding by the end of the film that he cannot completely bury his own purpose. You still need that no matter what. That is an essential piece of your male human experience, bro. This is that part of life that when you are doing it, when you are getting into it, you feel most alive. And I think when we're talking about practicality for when I say immediate application, this is tomorrow for you, right? Like wherever you are and whatever life you're living. For you to have a better tomorrow, you would do it. You would do that thing for at least a little bit. half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. I believe 1 to 2 hours is a sweet spot for just most human beings. Okay. Because once again, okay, if you already have a 9 to 5, or man, you might be holding down freaking two jobs. This economy is nuts right now. You might have kids, or you might be in a relationship, okay, or not, or you're trying to. So I mean, dating is a thing, and socializing is a thing, and right. No, it's not necessarily just hobbies though. That is not a hobby. That's a service. Very violent, for sure. I mean, he was the auditor. I don't know. Is this a real job? Oh, I have no idea. I'm posing that question. Does that actually exist? I would not be surprised if this was. Oh yeah, of course. They're not that our government would ever tell us they do have people for this, but they probably do. Okay, like hey, there's somebody in somewhere internationally that we need gone. Then you have, fictionally speaking, you have men like Hutch. That's his job. So of course he's going to be trained to be able to tackle any kind of situation, because those are the kinds of situations where anything can happen. I don't know about you. I don't think I'm going to be getting into, what I'm saying, special forces assassination, you know what I'm saying, covert ops training anytime soon. But there absolutely is something accessible, within your reach, available to you right now, that can ignite that spark. This is the gateway to profound, more, and deep meaning in your life. Why? Because it's very difficult for it to feel any more meaningful anywhere else. This is where a lot of guys find themselves trapped. And it's awful, brother. The trap is the beginning. You stay, and it turns into a demon's den. You really do begin to decay. You do not stay the same. It gets worse. Like what you used to do was not enough, and now it's even more hardcore. Whatever it is, it gets worse, brother. Something about this. If you're familiar, the anhedonic, if I'm saying that correctly, anhedonic treadmill. I mean, once you get used to something, you need a more intense version of it for you to just get the same amount of pleasure, excitement, satiation, satisfaction from it. That you can imagine how crazy, how unhealthy that can become. So then what? So how do you avoid, overcome, outplay this trap right here? First, you must understand that everything you've already been doing, if you're still miserable, then that's the biggest indicator you really do. You're most likely, I mean, hey man, even whether you like to admit it or not, your soul may be screaming for more meaning, brother. I really do believe, and you take it from a man who lived it for most of his life. Full transparency and no shame. I can't be, because I don't know if I ever would have looked for God. And God gave me everything. You want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, like a new life, all right? Looking forward to it, enthusiasm, excitement. I really do want to. I might have trouble wanting to, but I'm going for this. You take it from a guy who, you know what I'm saying, brother, I had all my toys. From one man to another, do you already know what I mean? I think you do. I'll keep it going though. Okay. I had my games. I had my vices. I had my pleasures. I had my substances. That's, hey, look, seriously, that's really where it went. That's really straight up. That's really where it went the most wrong. Substances is nothing to play with. I don't know who you are, how young you are. It's just like, just don't. You just, you know what I'm saying? Just don't. It is just, you know, I had responsibility free. I had worry free. I had carefree. I had all you can eat. I had all you can play. I had all you can watch, all you can scroll. This is what I mean. Given a lot of that though, it's just kind of like it's kind of you're spamming recreational activity to an addictive point. I fully acknowledge that. But hey, look at Hutch. That's me and that's very real. But now let's look at Hutch one more time. Okay? He's the opposite of, you know, a past version of me. Hutch is the exact opposite. So for him, what is it? What is it? Hutch is ask wifey about her day every day. Right? Hutch is make coffee, have coffee, make breakfast with the kids every day. Hutch is go for a run every day. Hutch is hit my pull-ups on the bus stand looking at wifey every day. Hutch is Excel spreadsheet every day. Clock in, clock out. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, Bill, or, you know, or Bob. Okay, use his real name at work. Okay, like vibe with the coworker for a little bit. Be friendly every day. That's hey. Okay, I just we try to keep it real here at Pillars of Man. That is a way healthier, treadmill. That is a far better, okay, standard of, you know what I'm saying, repetition than the stuff I used to get up to when I was young, dumb, and restless. It just really kills me, bro, because the effect it has is the same. This is why I said essential piece. It's because I'm living it now, and you know what I'm saying. That's why I yap about it. That's where my passion for this comes from. I really, really do believe that you must intentionally, okay, and willingly carve out meaning from your own life. That's why this is so personal, because it's so specific. Brother, this kind of meaning and purpose is custom tailored to you. Because I don't know, where are you? Where are you? And then before your environment and your geographical location, who are you? That's probably the most important one. Brother, what do you like and what do you don't like? What do you love and what do you hate? This is where man reverses the direction of what we've been born to chase. Because I mean, you and I, you know what I'm saying? I'm a 90s baby, but alphas, zoomers, millennials, Gen X, and you know what I'm saying, and past that generation too. That's fine. Like, this is not an age. I'm I'm not ageist here at Pillars of Man. It's just I'm gonna be best suited speaking to men my age and younger guys. You are born into a world that teaches you graduate. Above all, graduate. And then it's like a series of above alls. It's like a series of must do's and must haves. So first and foremost, graduate. And then after that, right, graduate again. And then after that, get the job. And then after that, marry her and multiply. That's what I'm saying. That's probably one of our favorite parts. I'm saying we keep it. All right. Come on, brother. All right. I know you feel me on that one. And then after the multiplication process, raise them well. Okay. And then retire. And then, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, dude? You're on the rocking chair. Okay. Right. It's things really begin to slow down. The golden retriever starts to bark, and the grandkid, right, starts to worry, starts to panic, grabs one of your kids and is like, Mom, Dad, Grandpa is not really rocking anymore, you know? And then the way what I believe, you're off back to dad. That's life. So that was a nutshell. That was like my little condensed version of, you know what I'm saying? Like a stereotypically, on average, you know, it's a good life. This was a good life. That's all external. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a, these are, hey, look. I know. I know I like, you know what I'm saying? I like really brushed right past these things, you know, to really simplify and condense the example. But that by no means does that take away any of just the spectacular and amazing value that all of these things have. Oh my God. Marriage and love and coexistence, okay, lifelong with one woman is, I can't imagine, because I'm chasing it. I can't imagine. I just the way I understand it, that is, you want to talk about something special, brother. You know, kids, I equally precious, valuable, and and amazing, if not more. If it's not equal, it's more. Okay. And then you know what I'm saying, to be able to have a peaceful life where you do, you know, pass away like that on the rocking chair on the porch, right, where the golden retriever is the one who alerts the family because, you know what I'm saying, the dog licked you and it usually gets a pat on the head and you didn't pat it that time, you know what I mean? That is all absolutely amazing. But when it comes time for you to experience the most life you could live, okay, okay, brother, color. I, I'm not talking about the different shades. I'm not talking about like actual, you know, red, white, purple, you know, yellow, green, blue. No. Color, as in, brother, life pops. It's vibrant to you. It's not whatever. It's not, it's not, yeah, it's just there. It's not just happening to you. You are happening to it. Because what's coming from you is what without hurting yourself or hurting anyone else, two very simple conditions that must be fulfilled first. You are doing what you really want to do. That is the reverse direction. That is internal. It is an exploration and a pursuit of the self inside here. Brother, I believe what you are doing is you are exercising in reality, okay? You with action you are creating, you know, tangible results, because I'm going to practice this, or I'm going to try this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to learn this, I'm going to chase this, I'm going to pursue this, I'm going to attempt this, I'm going to build this, bro, I'm going to craft this. What are you put when you do that? What are you putting in it? What are you putting in it, brother? You're putting your soul. Nobody is just so freaking crazy because when we're talking about natural talent, Hutch's soul, well, he's got a knack for the art of assassination. Okay, So obviously that is not how I would, I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning it, bro. You're not going to get that from me. No, no, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, go start learning Bushido and like, you know what I'm saying? Uh, okay. Yes, yes. Deep dive into the philosophy of it for understanding, but actually to other people, no, man, no, 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 no. You don't need to hurt me. I promise you don't need to hurt anyone. In fact, chasing your purpose is going to have you go in the complete opposite direction. Brother, no, it's actually right here that you really start helping people. You really start helping people, bro. Because when you are, once again, in the great words of the legendary martial arts master, Bruce Lee, you are honestly expressing yourself. I am not enough. Maybe one day, definitely not right now. I am not enough as both man and yapper to be able to encapsulate what that could do. I can't do that. Only you're going to be able to do that because once you once because once you take it there, everyone's going to find out. Brother, this is life. This isn't bigger than a hobby. This is bigger than a phase. This is bigger than when I have free time. This is integration. It's not one or the other. I I must be able to take care of my responsibilities as a man when however my wife needs me. Of course, I'm going to be there for her. However my kids need me, I'm going to be there for them. But when it comes time for me, I must keep intact what it is that has me truly most alive. Okay, it's just with a very very careful caveat though, because the Lord knows the types of things that men do, taken or single, to feel alive. That are just, these are not the best of activities to partake in, brother. Purpose, purpose, something meaningful, valuable. And for me to help you be a little bit more specific, and I'll end on this. I'll end on this one, okay? Because that's really about it. You know what I'm saying? Without me just continuing with more spoilers. You know, if you haven't seen Nobody, you really should check it out yourself. And I really do believe you will clearly understand everything that this episode covered. The last thing is that I don't know if Hutch can have both. I don't know if he can actually have both. That's just that is wow. You want to talk about contrast? That's quite the double life. You know what I mean? Like uh killing people because they do not serve the best interests of of the government that you are loyal to. I don't know how well that mixes with you know what I'm saying? Catch on Sunday afternoons and tea parties with his little girl. You know, when she gets back from school, and date night with the wifey. You remember how his just where I forget the name of the actress, but the actress that played Hutch's wife did it so well. You remember when they're at the dinner table and Hutch was like, "We should just go to, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, Italy or like, you know what I'm saying, some super," and baby girl was like, "Oh, right now." She was just like, "Yes, yes, oh, I've been wanting to go." You know, that's for, like, you know what I'm saying, brother. Be real. Even if you don't want to go, you know that she wants to, and you love her, and you're able to take her just to see her, you know, squeal with joy because she gets to be where, like, somewhere, you know, she just really wants to go here or do this, and she wants you to go with her and do it with her. You're not going to be able to tell me that won't make you feel amazing. So it's acknowledging these are non-negotiables, imperatives. They you know what I'm saying? You gotta, you have to, but don't let go of this diligent, disciplined, and consistent. Okay. Okay. You got to make sure you keep up with it. Diligence. Don't let it go. Don't. I'm getting old. This is not for me anymore. I can't. I'm not really about this life anymore. It's just not. Nope. Not while you still have breath. Not while you still live, brother. Discipline, because it's hard. It's hard to find true value, and it's something about this world, something about this universe. When you're really trying to extract genuine, great value. I mean, the more value, just like this is freaking awesome. This is fire. The more difficult it is. I mean, seriously, apply that to anything. It's interesting. And so that's you know what I mean. So what? Oh, I mean, oh, this is getting complex. This is getting pretty deep. This is getting tough. You don't give up. That's the discipline of it. And then consistency. Keep at it. You just keep at it. You know what I'm saying? Daily commitment, bi-daily commitment. I'm saying a couple times a week, few times a week, weekly commitment, twice a month commitment. I mean, look, as you're showing up for it, brother. You're showing up for it because once again, I don't want to get too specific. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know you. This is for you. Oh, absolutely. Nobody. 2021. This film is for modern men. It's such a great metaphor to connect how the dire urge we have, especially us in this digital era, where if we allow it to, everything can be taken care of for us. And that's how a man dies inside. Because then what need do you have to bring the best out of you? You have every reason to. You have every reason to. And I don't want you to listen to me and just let that convince you because I'm so freaking dramatic. Try it, bro. But that takes intentionality. You got to explore, you got to check some stuff out. But when you do that though, and you're going to really thank yourself. It's such a lovely feeling when you do that and you take the time and you hit something that just makes you pause. It's strong enough, it freezes your life temporarily because nothing matters. Just not right now. Just not right now. I just really want to see what's up with this. And you let that take you to wherever it takes you. Because in that way, I know people love to say that the sky is the limit. I like to say Father is the limit. Because for me, this is all extremely biblical because it's God-given. Your job is really just to find it, to bring it out, and then pursue it. You because you get better. You grow. The more you do with it, brother, where you can take it, even if it's been done before, well, it can always be said, it has been done by you. What could you bring to it uniquely? That's a part of the challenge. Like thinking the way you're going to be thinking about it, the iteration, you know what I'm saying, the attempt, what failure teaches you when you try and it doesn't work out. It really something about it. I mean, you know, final note, but martial arts has a way of doing this to a man. Lifetime dedication to, you know what I'm saying? That's what the kids say, the art of the hands. whatever the specific style is, whatever the actual techniques are. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the school, right, of combat. You know, this is also art itself to create. Why would you? Come on, bro. Try what? Try whatever the medium is. It's okay to pick one and try, bro. You know, um if it's service is a big one. Service is so attractive because that's what, you know what I'm saying, cha-ching for, you know what I'm saying, when people think, oh, let me really provide this service, and if I can do it well, okay, here we go, you know what I mean, penthouse suite, all right, I don't know, where do people like go nowadays? Bali, on Bahamas, here I come, ideally with the wifey, because if you don't bring her, oh, you know what I'm saying, that's you're gonna have problems, brother. You're gonna have big problems. So it's integration. External cookie cutter. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's very pre-established. You know what I'm saying? Our country has kind of been running like this for a very long time. You know, there is a saying. There's a saying. Don't fix what ain't broke. But I don't know. The this is a whole different episode, dude. But I'm just gonna digress right here. The Zoomer conversation. Okay, what is the Zoomer conversation? It's just what specifically Gen Z likes to yap about. And whenever I overhear them, according to the spotlight because they're all in their prime, according to the spotlight generation of America right now, oh, there's plenty to fix. I don't know, man. I'm getting old myself. You know what I'm saying, I nap a lot more nowadays. I'm just getting, you know what I mean? I'm getting up there in the fatigue of existence. So I just stay in my lane, dude. I just stay in my lane. But yeah, oh, there's all sorts of things that could be better, but that's a part of the game. You are no different in this way, bro. Don't discount yourself, and don't you dare count yourself out. Really, really try to bring that out of you. What are you really about? And how do you want to do it? And take it there. And take it there, dude. Hutch Hutch thought that he had to pick. And he did it out of love. You know, I mean, in the very beginning, he even said it. Before wifey, kids, before suburbia dad, before the house, before the mortgage, before Excel spreadsheets. He saw it in the window. And he was like, oh my God, this man, joy, peace, happiness, simple, woman, children, dog. And that's when Hutch, was like, yeah, okay, time to hang it up. Time to bury it. Time to put it away. Then again, this is once again an elite top tier assassin. So for good reason, for very good reason. But for you and me, our reality, okay, keep it practical, keep it grounded in your life. No, man, you know what I'm saying? Are you a secret assassin? I'm not. I promise you I'm not. So it's really just, how is it that I'm able to maintain the base, you know what I'm saying, the necessities of life, while at the same time, and the balance, the challenge, and the struggle is what makes life worth it, brother. It's what makes life worth it. While at the same time maintaining you, the best of you, the finest version of you. That when people look at you, when people look at you, because you're, it's not that you're showing off, or you're like, you know what I'm saying, like super narcissistic. Look at me, look at me. You know what I'm saying? This is all me. You know what I'm saying? Like spotlight is mine. No, it's just that people take note of the guys that are just operating in their God-given natural. That's all. That's all it is. It's just like this fellow right here. So this is what he does. Okay, this is his thing. And for the people that vibe with it, again, I dare not try to tell you specifically how it's going to go down, because I believe it would be disrespectful to how it'll really happen. Just the amount of good, the way that you would inspire yourself and anyone else that comes across you when you're the you're the best you. You're the best you. Let it be both. Let it be both, brother. And you know what I'm saying? You ever need more help? You're just really looking for another fellow doing the same? You will find me right here at the Pillars of Man podcast. Is what I do. I just talk about God, anime, and movies to help you with your life. If you like content like that, you hit the subscribe button for me. If you're listening on Spotify, you follow me on there. Wherever you find this, brother, you shoot me a follow, because I'd love to catch you for the next one. But until then, take it easy. Take good care of yourself. And I love you so much. Peace.